Hello, everyone. In the context of the 16 days of activism against gender based violences, let's explore it from a medical and psychological perspective. Because gender based violences are not simply a social injustice, no, it's a public health emergency. I am Marinette Flore, a medical school graduate, also certified in psychiatry and positive psychology by Sydney University, and in psychological first aid by Johns Hopkins University. Let me take you through it. According to the World Health Organization, gender based violences include physical, sexual, emotional, and economic abuse directed against someone because of their gender. Millions of women and girls are affected by these violences in the world. And contrary to what some people believe, it's not a punctual thing. It's not someone that just something that just happens in the moment. No, it stays in the mind and in the body of the survivor for a long time. As far as medical consequences go, we can have both acute injuries and chronic health issues, as well as sexual and reproductive issues. In the acute injury side, we can have bruises, cuts, fractures, and so on. We can have in the sexual and reproductive consequences STI, such as HIV. We can have unwanted pregnancy. We can have simply trauma, difficulty to get pregnant later on. On the chronic health problem side, we can have gastrointestinal disorders, we can have chronic pains, and the list really goes on in all three of these categories. This is to show that it's not simply something that happens to a person in a moment. It's not just something they were told or something that happened to them. It is something that is going to have a lasting and quite serious impact in their life and quite serious consequences in their life. This is to show the seriousness and the importance of this subject and why you and I should really use these 16 days to actively try to raise awareness on this issue. And this is only the medical consequences. As to why gender based violences happen in the first place, we have structural causes like gender inequality, the patriarchal system that normalizes violence against women and children. We have poor legal protection, weak legal protection, or poor enforcement. Also, we have community and cultural factors, such as stigma around divorce and the fact of the act of living an abusive relationship, community silence, and so on. We have also individual and relationship factors like childhood abuse or violences. Having such in your childhood puts you in a place where you're more likely to go through them in your adulthood. So there are all those factors. But what we can take from this is that it is never the survivor's fault. It is always a sign of weakness in our systems. Now, when it comes to how we can help prevent gender based violences, the World Health Organization suggests the respect framework: R for relationship strengthen, E for empowering women, S for services ensured, P for poverty reduced, E for environment made safe, respect, C for child abuse prevented, and T for transformed norm, attitudes, and simply frameworks. Then the World Health Organization suggests that the first responders, like healthcare professionals, use the LIVE framework. L for listen with empathy. I for inquire about needs. V for validate the survivor's experience. E for enhance safety. And S for support with information and referral. Having said that, I would like to provide you, anyone that is watching this video, with a tool that will help you make the life of someone who went through gender-based violences a little bit easier. Because every other tool I gave you so far was given by the World Health Organization and targeted mainly for the healthcare professional. However, any one of us, whether you're a healthcare professional or not, can be approached by someone who went through gender-based violences. In that case, I would like you to be a safe place for that person. And I am going to provide you with a simple tool, which is psychological first aid. There is the RAPID method that was created by Johns Hopkins University. And it is pretty simple. First, the R is reflective listening. The A is assessment. The P is prioritization. The I is intervention. And the D is disposition. I will be developing this further in these 16 days of activism so that we can all become a safe place for anyone who went through gender-based violences. Okay, thank you for listening and stay tuned for the RAPID method of Johns Hopkins University. Bye bye.